Hi there, welcome to Lifestyle Nerd, where life meets self-care and humor and career. So if you're looking for something like this, then you have reached the right place. Today we are talking about reading books. Simple, nothing new. You know how to read books, I'm assuming, if you're watching this video. No, don't take me wrong. I'm not gonna talk about reading school books. I mean school and college and studying materials. That's different. But you got to do, you don't have an option. If you're going to school or college or you're studying for something, you're studying for exams, you have to read that. Okay, you don't have a choice. But apart from those study stuff, are you reading books? No? Oh my god. Do you know there are like millions and millions of books in this world? I mean, at least read some of them. I mean, there are so many people who are writing books every day. You gotta read some of them. Let's talk about why you need to read books. You know, you might be asking that, why should I read books? I can get all the information I want from the internet, right? Well, it's not only about the information part, right? Yeah, of course, sure. You can get whatever information you need from the internet. The internet is great, super. But the thing about books is, the basic stuff that books give. They increase your knowledge, they increase your vocabulary, you can learn new words, you can become an orator, you can be able to speak about different topics. But I'm gonna tell you one very important thing that you will achieve if you start reading books, and that is, wait for it, and that is, you will gain perspective. Yeah, that is right, perspective, which is super important for us, because nowadays the world is growing bigger and bigger. Globalization everywhere. We are well connected. We know what somebody in France is having food. We know, you might be in a different country. I'm in United States, and and you're watching me, right? You're watching me talk, you're watching my ideas. You need to know the perspective, a different perspective than what you can imagine. Okay, so our whole lives, okay, we stay within a small group of people. In our school, we have our friends, we have our family. When we go to work, we have our colleagues. We, just a small group. There are like billions of other people in the world, right? And we never get to know what they face, right? You don't know, I don't know. And the whole point, of reading books is to find out their perspective, their world. How is it different? How are things? You have to understand that. Let's assume, okay, in this situation, right? How did somebody else handle it, right? Certain situations we might handle it differently than somebody else, but we need to know what is something else, right? So we know that which is a better option. And you get to know that different perspective can change the world. It can literally change the world. That's why if you know that all the big, all the famous people, all the successful people, they recommend read books. If you want to achieve success at some point in your life, you need to read books. Okay. Now, next big question for you guys. You might be thinking like, okay, I cannot read books. Whenever I pick up a book, by the end of first page I'm bored and I just cannot go on. True. I was at that exact stage 8 years back from today. 8 years back, I never read books. Okay, I was just like that. I was always motivated by to go and pick up a book and read. But then when I did that, I just let go of it. But then I tried to find out why was that behavior with me. Why was I always getting bored of reading books? Everybody else says that reading books is so great. I cannot keep this book down, but if somebody else is so much involved with that book, why couldn't I care for the characters less? Why cannot I understand the perspective of the other person? Why cannot I do that? And then I kept thinking and thinking about it, and one day I found the answer. And it's very simple answer. Okay? The answer is I was not reading the right books. You know, I'll give you an analogy so that you can understand better. Okay? Books are just like people. Okay? Like, you meet so many people in your life, right? You like some, you don't like some, and you don't care about others, right? And some people are your arch nemesis. Well, some people have arch nemesis. Okay, let me not go into that. I am gonna tell you about my arch nemesis in a different video. Okay, so not this one. Okay, so books are just like people. Okay, you like some with which your frequency, your thoughts, your beliefs, your thing matches. Okay, that's the thing. That's what you need to look for. Okay, that are your type of books, and you need to find your type of book so that you can continue reading. Okay, if you read the books which are not your type, you're gonna get fed up and just think that, oh, I'm probably not a reader at all, which is absolutely not the case. Everybody is a reader if they find their type of books. You know, some people might be interested to, you know, finding out the whys of a question. They want answers, they want that kind of knowledge that drives them. For some people, they like, you know, casual stuff, you know, everyday life. How is somebody else living differently than me? What are things that I can understand or gain from somebody else's experience? Those kind of things. And somebody else might like crime, detective stories, or, you know, those kind of thriller. It gives them that adrenaline pump. It gives them that you know, that excitement, that, oh my god, that anxiety, the thrill. Okay, no, just like movies. Okay, just like movies, everybody doesn't like every type of movies, so why should everybody like every type of books, right? It's just like that. Some people like to watch documentaries, some people like to watch action movies, some people like to watch Disney movies. You get the point. Now, another question. You might be thinking that, all right, fine, I did not find my type of books, but how do I find my type of books? Don't you worry, I'm here. I'm gonna answer that too, so that you can find your type of books and you can continue on your journey to become a good and great reader and eventually achieve success. So, how do you find your type of books? That's a thinker, right? No. The only thing that you need to do is spend time with books. Simple. Not so simple. What you need to do is you need to go through a lot of books, a lot of genres of books, until you find your type of books. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, it's not like you like only like a specific, you know, genre. Then that doesn't mean you don't like the books of other genre, right? It's possible. You know, I'm gonna tell you this thing, my personal experience. I never liked romance books. Okay, I just cannot deal with all that oohing and eyeing and then lovesick puppy stuff. No, I cannot handle that. Okay, but until I read Jenny Han's To All the Boys I Have Ever Loved, oh my god, I read the series, the 3 books, and I was so hooked. I could not keep the book down until I finished it. They're like short books, but oh my god, I was stumped that I was hooked to a romance novel. Oh shit. I know, right? Okay, so let's get back to how you are gonna find your type of books. Right, so first what you need to do is take a piece of paper, or you want to type on your computer or your cell phone, whatever it is, whatever makes you happy. Let's go with that. So what you're gonna do is make a list of all the genres that you can think of. okay? And go to the internet, go to the internet and pick out what is the best rated book in that particular genre. And I'm not saying you only stick with fiction. Go to non-fiction, computers, business, marketing, whatever you like, okay? Make the list, okay? Because I know that some people don't like fiction books, but they are so much in love with non-fiction, I'm okay. I read some non-fiction, but not everything. I'm not that big a fan of non-fiction, okay? So do that first. Make your list, and you can I would suggest you go to Goodreads, because I love Goodreads, okay? Make your account and search in particular genre which is the most rated book, or a couple of most rated books. Now what you're gonna do is you need to go and look up for that book. I would suggest go to the library or like a lending store, because it's so much more accessible and you don't need to pay and buy every book, because eventually you're not gonna like every book, because we are looking for our type, so it doesn't mean you're gonna like every type of books. Read the book. You don't need to read the entire book, but I suggest you read the first chapter of every book, right? And then you give a rating for the book if you like it. If it is a fiction book, think whether you're able to relate to the characters, okay? And if it's a non-fiction book, think about, are you able to believe in what the author is trying to explain? Does that resound with you? Are you able to understand the concept or the impetus that the author is trying to put on the reader? Are you able to get it? Okay, if so, that means we are on the right track, okay? This is a book which you at least you have started to like, and give it a rating out of 5, out of 10, whatever rating you seem best. I like out of 5, but like 5 stars. You can choose whatever you want, but so give it a rating for that, and then move on to the next book. So that's what you're gonna do, right? We make a list, and once you have all your ratings, and trust me, I'm not saying that this is gonna be an easy fix. It's gonna take time, right? Because there are like so many different genres of the books, and then you have to go and get the books, you have to read the first chapter, make a rating, all of that. It takes time. It's not like chop, you got it. See, that's the problem, okay? Some people think that everything is gonna be a quick fix. Nothing good is a quick fix in your life, okay? Apart from the glue thing, that's really good, and that's quick fix, but you get the point. Once you do that, you will have at least idea of which things you like better, which kind of books you are more interested in, and then whatever is your top star rating, go for that genre. Strike it first, okay? That's your preference, we know, till some point, and then use Goodreads again to start getting more books in that particular genre, and then start reading. I'm telling you, you cannot keep the books down. If you find the books in your frequency, you cannot keep the books down. But okay, word of caution, I have become a philosopher here, but anyways, word of caution is, remember that you are not gonna like every book in every particular genre, or you are not gonna dislike every book in every particular genre. Here we are only trying to focus, funnel it down, but eventually you will get your flow, and you will, and if you have, again, if you are using your Goodreads account and you updated which books you read and which books you like, you will get like absolutely best recommendations from there, and then oh my god, your life is all set. Every day you can go on a different journey out of the world. This is the best hobby ever. I cannot say how much reading books has changed my life. It has given me so much perspective. It has made my English so much better. Now, if you're here at this point of the video, I'm so glad. Thank you for making it. But Yeah, another important thing is, as you know, all your suggestions and feedback are always welcome. And thank you for watching, and please subscribe if you have not, okay? Because we are gonna discuss so much more important life-changing stuff here that I'm telling you, heart-to-heart conversations that you will never find ever anywhere again. Because I believe if we have this transparency between people and not the show stuff alone that is going on everywhere, we will gain so much more perspective and so much more knowledge from each other. And that's what we are trying to do here. So subscribe and stay tuned for more. I'll see you next time.